Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Whew Chile, what's up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of the Whew Chile Chronicles Podcast. It's your girl, Cubana Kiss, and y'all already know I got one of my besties with me today, Miss Ruby. What's up, Pooh?
What is up? I am ready. Today's gonna be a little show.
Just a little show, just a little razzle dazzle. I be trying to
Something
keep
for
it
the
fresh
people.
for the listeners. You hear me? Look, y'all, we got our little sarsaparillas, as Ruby like to say.
Because I love me a good sarsaparilla.
Period.
And it is not.
That's it.
Period.
I'm drinking wine today. I already know what my friend drinking, but I'm gonna let her tell y'all.
Tequila made me happy. I like what I like. I got a type.
Period. Okay, let me tell y'all something real quick. I'm gonna give y'all a disclaimer when it comes to me and Ruby. We talking songs and TikToks. If you can't keep up, try to keep up. Go look them up later because we're not gonna be explaining, okay? And I mean immediately too, because I just ain't even got time.
Immediately no.
Yes. How are you, Pooh?
I am good. I am feeling so good today. It's been a good day for me. Got a lot of things on my to-do list done, and I'm ready to chill out and talk about some good stuff.
Period.
How you doing?
I am great. I also feel accomplished today. Did a little self-care. Love when I get to do that.
Looking good.
Yes.
I bet you smell good too.
You know, just like a little Dolce & Gabbana, nothing serious.
Not major.
A little light, nothing
Little
major. But y'all, I invited Ruby back again. So if you don't know, Ruby was on our podcast before. We talked about black hair and just natural hair in general. If you don't know about Ruby, she is an influencer, whichever fucking one you're supposed to say. She's an influencer. So make sure y'all check her out on Instagram at @2BRuby. Also on TikTok and Twitter and everything else. 2B Ruby. Check her out.
Ruby, baby. Website too. Everything. It's a brand.
I love brand. I love brand awareness. It's just what it is. So she is a beauty blogger. She gives us all things hair, makeup, stuff around the house, good recipes. So make sure y'all check her out. But I brought her back because we're going to talk about how black women be black women in. Because when black women, we black women. And that's it. That's just what it is.
Then she said what she said.
Period. But before we do that, so that's the main topic. But before we do that, y'all know I like to get into the hot topics of things. Child.
What's tea?
Child. Kevin Samuels' ass is back in the news again. If you don't know who Kevin Samuels is, he's actually, what the fuck is his title? Like, he's like a stylist or like a PR person for what he says. I ain't never heard of that nigga till he got on the podcast and started down.
Like, how are you more known for that than your actual profession?
Craft.
Like you know what I'm saying? Being always in drama. Then what do you even do? Is that what you do? Is he a social commentator? I don't even know what he does.
I don't know. I feel like he said that he was like he helps with men of stature, the 1% man, the black man as the 1%er, find women that they want. And then he went on to say that in those discussions that he have with those men, that he finds out that they want women who wear their natural hair, are in good shape, and something else. I don't know fucking know. However, and then women were kind of like, men say that's what they want, but that ain't really what they want.
Right. Because we all know different men are attracted to different things, which is fine. But like the type of man you're going to attract with your hair natural is going to be different than the type of man you're going to attract with your hair straight. But that's a whole nother subject.
Well, recently he stated, well, I'm going to play the video for the listeners. So we're going to let them listen, child. So if y'all pretty much said that if you're a woman and you single and you dating, if you ain't trying to drop them drawers, you shouldn't be going out after 5 o'clock. Ruby, you been married.
I don't play like that.
We're going to say umpteen years. You've been married for umpteen years.
A little bit.
A little bit. I love staying in the game.
A little bit.
A little bit. How you feel about that statement? If you want a man that does not want sex from you, you should only go out with them between the hours of 12 and 5 o'clock. Or 12 and 3. I think he said 12 and 3.
So first of all, you basically saying that one, you can't even date during the week because don't let you have a job. Because automatically, if you're trying to date during the week, you got to drop some draws with the man saying, right?
That's the first thing I said. So that's the very first thing that I said when I first heard the video. I was like, huh? I was like, wait a minute. I was so confused because as a woman who has a real job, who makes decent money, all things considered, ain't no way in hell I'm able to go out before 5 o'clock during the week. Not even on a Friday.
It's just,
I don't understand. And then on the weekend, that was the other thing. That doesn't have any children. Men want women who don't have any baggage, who wears their natural like hair, nails, all that other shit, and then is in good shape. That's what we.
But then they be talking about the same men who wearing lace fronts,
baby,
big old belly,
lace front beards, big belly, small dick. Nigga, shut your ass up. Nobody got time for this.
Who asked you, sir?
Nobody asked you nothing. And then if that's the type of woman you want, that's fine. But don't tell a woman that she is not the prize because she may not have those things on this so-called invisible list that these men have created.
Right. On this to-do list of things that you concocted, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was my first thing, too. If I got a job, I can't date. That's what she said.
And I can't go on no breakfast dates either, so you got to meet me between lunch and early dinner.
Well, and don't let your lunch be 30 minutes.
Right.
What the fuck you going to do?
Even on the weekend, though. That's the thing, too. Even on the weekend, from 12 to 5, you can't meet up for breakfast. And you can't even go to dinner. And a lot of the events and activities and attractions that folks be want to do, I'm folks. Comedy shows.
Folks is me.
You know what I'm saying? Speak easy, like poetry, slam, jams, all that kind of stuff. You can't do because that stuff going to start after 5. So what kind of dates can we do, Kevin, between 12 and 5 to be a respectful woman in your eyes?
And who came up with these rules? Let me tell you something.
It ain't even dark at 5 o'clock.
Baby, it ain't even dark anymore at 5 o'clock, and the winter is slowly leaving.
Yeah.
It's currently 5:20 where we are and we're recording. It is not dark outside all the way.
It's not dark. So basically you saying after 5 o'clock, your life is in shambles.
I don't understand. And
damn.
On top of that, I also have this to say. I'm actually very tired of men. And I won't say black men. I'm going to say men because we also going to talk about some shit that just happened on a Fit and Something podcast, whatever the fuck they podcast.
Fresh and Fit or something, yeah.
Fresh and Fit, yeah.
That man, I done heard about that show.
I'm so fucking tired of their podcast because I've always hated their podcast. And now they're getting all of this traction because they got all this ratchet, ignorant shit that be happening and it go viral. But neither here nor there. I'm actually tired of men telling women how to be women. If you feel like you're a better bitch than me, then go be that. But don't tell me what to do. Like, I just don't understand that whole concept of life there.
Hey, why do you have this down pat or trying to have this down pat better than I do? Make sense.
I can't tell a man how to be a man. And honestly, I don't want to tell a man how to be a man.
Right.
I just
That's
don't.
not the type of man for you then. Like, listen, if I gotta tell you step by step what to do, I'm guiding myself. I want to,
I might as well have another kid.
And you being led. Or leading me. Okay.
Because I like to be led. I don't want to tell you to do shit. Actually, I want you to tell me what we're supposed to do. Where we going?
What time?
What shoes do I need to wear?
It's after 5. Because if it's after 5, Kevin said I got to drop him draw. Is that what's happening?
Yeah. That's the most interesting thing to me. It just don't make any sense. After 5, if you ain't prepared to have no sex, first of all, who fucking at 5 o'clock?
That's if I just got work, I'm sad. I may need to look. Who ate dinner yet? You ain't even ate dinner. I just had my afternoon snack probably around 3. I still go drop my
kids off. Shower, change clothes,
convert to the day. Like, let me wind down a little bit.
No, let's
be at corporate America 9 to 5, telling these folks leave me alone in a professional way, and then jump right into it. Hold on now.
Make it make sense. And I've been on plenty of dates after 5, and plenty of dates, 9 o'clock at night. Like, hey, it's 8:30. We just not making it to where we're going.
Because we're adults. Yeah.
That's just what happened. And that nigga still didn't get none.
Sometimes it starts.
And you still not going to get none. So
drop me out.
We can go to brunch, and if I want to give you something, I'm gonna give you something. The time of the day doesn't matter. So I'm slightly confused where that came from. Kevin Samuels,
especially 30 plus.
Person.
Listen,
for him not to be married,
the day party brunch guy be like, okay, little mimosa, little brunch over at 3. Where you at?
Where you at? Where you at? Because a Chicago day party don't even. A Chicago day party gonna start at 2:00.
Yeah, cause see, and those go to what, like 6, 8?
They go till tomorrow night.
Tomorrow. Why you tomorrow?
Tomorrow. This is why I gave y'all a disclaimer at the beginning, because I already knew how the fuck this was gonna go. But yeah, so it don't sit right with me, child. I don't know. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about Kevin Samuels and all of his.
It's even very much Kevin. They say he don't really know what women like, because allegedly he don't even like women.
I was getting ready to say that. Where your husband, wife at? You ain't got neither one of them. So
please
who are you to tell me as a woman what I should and should? See, this is what I don't like. I don't like when men tell women how to be women.
Yeah, you're like, this ain't your role, this ain't your category. You could never relate to this.
It's so weird to me. It's the same to me. It's the same logic when you have single mothers and they say stuff around the lines of, I don't need nobody to help me raise this little boy. Like, no, he need a man in his life, because it's gonna be some stuff that you just not gonna know to even tell him to do.
Right.
I can't tell my son. Right. I can't tell my son how to be a man. I could tell him what to do as a man to make sure he's a good spouse in a sense, but I still can't tell him how to be a man. Like, that's just not my role.
You're like, and it won't be.
And it won't be. And never will be. I'll never be able to tell him those type of things. It's conversations we have now. He's 12 years old. Where I be like, oh, did you talk to your dad? Like, because I don't know what to tell you. Because what I'm finna tell you.
But let me know what he say, though.
Right. Because what I'm finna tell you is I don't know.
He said this applies to my lifestyle.
And I'm grown. So I'm not going to tell you what's happening here.
He's like, I can't help you.
This ain't one boyfriend. I'm like, oh, go downstairs to talk to him, because I can't help you.
He gonna give you some better perspective than I can. Just certain things I just can't speak
fuck them hoes. Fuck all them hoes. Not just.
Other than that, have a great evening.
It's fine. Shut it down. Tell him I said. He'd be like, my mom said.
I said what I said.
My mom said I can't talk to you anymore. His ass gonna be like, Martin, you killed. No, my mama biscuits, Gina.
No, my mama biscuits.
He's gonna be a horrible person if I have anything to do with it. It's not gonna be great at all.
Going. You could do it. I believe it.
I believe it. Dude, this will be a mess. That nigga was raised by his mama, cuz. You see how
mammy.
Do shit?
I'm that baby's mammy.
I'd be like, I'm sorry, y'all. I tried.
He said what he said, and I said what I said. And I'm gonna stay beside him. I'm gonna stay beside him.
In other news and other hot topic bullshit.
Okay.
Child, watch this clip of the Fresh and Fit podcast.
You're not finna try to play me on
Who's playing you, stupid bitch?
No, bitch, you fucking stupid.
Nobody's playing your cat suit thing. I'm the real nigga.
Wait a minute.
I'm the real Hit me again, you nasty bitch. Hit me again, you nasty bitch. You nasty bitch. Well,
so in this clip, as you can hear, Fam going clean in on Shorty. He didn't call her a stupid bitch. He now they fighting. So if you're listening to this and not watching this on the YouTube channel, all you hear is them kind of like tussling, but they're holding the young lady back. She trying to get at him.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't call her all kinds of stupid bitches and let her the fuck go. And this is what I'm getting at. Like,
I'm
32 years old. I don't remember in my adult life ever arguing with a man in this stature. It's just certain things I'm not gonna do. But I also expect a man to be a man and not to argue with me.
You're like, I'm not gonna keep talking to you. I'm gonna walk off. Oh, okay.
I feel like a nigga who dismissed me, I probably respect that more than you. I'm a stupid bitch and let her the fuck go. Oh, you gonna square with me? Because I got 8 uncles I'm finna call. I got 8
uncles. Lineup.
I'm calling all of them because you trying to square up. No,
beat me up, Johnny.
I don't understand. What have you ever been in a situation or seen a situation where the men and the women are arguing in such ghetto wretchedness.
Like, this is beyond me. Because, like you said, why are you entertaining as a man? Like, and as a woman, I'm not saying that they right for being rah, gassing them up. Like, right, I understand words hurt too. However, hurt people. I get all that disclaimed line and all that. But as a man, like you said, your role is to nip certain things in the bud. You shouldn't even let it get to this point. Like, you could have been, this is your podcast, right? You are the individual who could be like, all right, get them up out of here. Escort Shorty and all her crew up out of here. I don't have time for this. This is my professional setup, my professional establishment. This is how I run my business, my brand. I don't want my business or my brand connected to none of this.
Exactly.
And then not only that, you filmed it and then aired it. You aired it because this is the kind of man you are and you like this kind of attention. Because this could have been something that just never made it to mainstream.
Let me tell you something. And I'm about to get on my soapbox. Let me clear it off real quick.
Is it square? Is it clear? How big is it?
It's the little short one. I don't need that much space. But listen, as a podcaster, I am really offended when I watch podcasts like Lord Jesus, when I watch podcasts like this one, and it is just like a slap in the face to the craft, right? So it's like, I didn't go to school for what I currently do for work every day, but I actually got my undergraduate degree in media broadcasting. That is my degree. So I take this isn't for me a hobby. This isn't like my pastime. I just do this for fun. Like, I actually enjoy this shit. I got a degree in this shit and I take it serious. So when I see podcasts like this, I am like offended that they don't take it serious. But on top of that, I don't want to go viral for my shit being ratchet. I want to go viral for having quality content that people can relate to, that people can understand. I want to engage and have like meaningful conversations like these. I don't want to be sitting there like, oh shit, we went viral. We gonna like we gonna capitalize off of this. Like, I'm with you. I would have never aired that. There is certain things that happen on my actual podcast, and my team, my other guest co-hosts, and my other co-hosts, they're watching like, oh, you cut all of that out. Yeah, I didn't think it was a good look for the brand. I didn't think it was a good look for your brand, so I cut it out. Like,
beyond that moment, like, yeah, this can go viral, but this is not what I want to be known for.
Not what I want to be known for. There's just a level of professionalism that I think that there has been a podcast boom, right? It has been like over 1 million podcasts were created from 2020 to now. It's insane.
Wow.
But with that means that there's a level of professionalism that's not there, and you can tell when you listen to certain podcasts. You can just tell, like, oh, okay, they just do this shit for fun. Like, okay, cool. Right. They got a large following, so they can do
other stuff.
Exactly, they can do whatever. And so with that, it's just kind of like everybody got a podcast, and now everybody want to be Kevin Samuels, and that's what pissed me off about Fresh and Fit. They love Kevin Samuels, and so they get black women on their show and they disrespect them. Like, they just recently went viral for the whole Cash Doll situation, where she kind of told them, like, you being rude as fuck, like, you being mean as hell, and they tried to air that portion of it, and she was like, and y'all shit still whack. Or with Brittany Renner, whatever her fucking name is, and
I think it's Renner, yeah.
Renner, how you say her name?
Whatever, child. That girl
that trapped that boy. Even when she was on there and she was like, I didn't want to come on your podcast because I don't like the setup and I think it's trash and I think this and the other. But before she was on the podcast, they talked so much trash about her on their podcast. Then had her on the podcast, which I thought she was gonna do. Because if it was me and you was talking trash about me and you asked me to be on your podcast, yeah, I'm coming. But I'm definitely coming to turn up.
I'm gonna act like it's cool, but as soon as it drops,
baby,
are we live? Don't worry.
We live? Is this thing on? Is this thing on, guys?
That's stupid, guys. Why would you think I wouldn't talk about that? That's stupid, guys. Bring it up.
It's like she's like, what type of woman am I? You said that you wouldn't date my type of woman, or you wouldn't tell me to date the type of woman. What type of woman am I? They couldn't answer because I never said that I was a good. And she was like, right. That's not what I asked you though.
Like, you're not the type of man that I would date. Like, well, I didn't say it at all.
Baby. So that Fresh and Fit podcast,
I remember that one.
They can go to hell respectfully. So Yeah. How do you feel about the recent, like, just black woman? We are using this show to talk about black women, but how do you feel about the recent, just kind of like, and it's not even recent, I just think that it's more social media has put, like, shined a light on it, but black men downing black women. And like, oh, I don't date black women because, and it's never anything like, oh, I was hurt by one and I just can't see myself one with another. It's always like some real negative shit. Like, they ghetto. Like, who said that?
You like, so everybody ghetto? Every black woman's ghetto?
Every black woman's ghetto? Cool.
I feel like it's definitely disheartening because when you think about, as a black woman, the one group of people that you feel like you should be protected by, well, maybe not one of the two, would be a black man or the black men, right? So a black man, or the scope of black men in general. Like, I saw this one TikTok, it was like a trending sound, whatever, and it was basically like, anytime I see a Karen or somebody crazy talking to a black woman, I'm instantly there like, nah, she good? You all right? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I respect that.
Absolutely.
And like, I don't care if I know you or not. Like, if I see that you're in a situation, how can I help? Because you may not necessarily know how to deal with the situation. You may feel like you're alone in the situation, whatever it may be. And even if you feel that way as a black man, why you gotta broadcast it? Why you just can't keep this to yourself? Everybody got preferences. That's their business. Everyone got preferences. That's just like saying, like, I never did another light-skinned woman because this one light-skinned woman dogged me out. So all light-skinned women gonna dog you out?
Don't date me.
Like, I don't get it. You say, I'm a dog. I'm a dog.
I'm a dog. Treat me like a
dog. And that's what to my dog.
It's just a little turn up, just a little mini turn up. But no, but you're absolutely right. Right.
What you say? If y'all listening to this, I'll take you a sip real quick, because
we talking songs and we talking TikTok. That's how we talk on a regular day.
That's how we talk on a regular basis. Get with it.
What it is. But you're absolutely correct.
Right? Ain't that crazy? Like, you would think, like, all right, I know, like, these black men, they gonna make sure to uplift us and put us on this pedestal, even from a public display standpoint, where like, I feel good. You know what I mean? I feel like ain't nothing gonna be able to even touch this bubble of protection. Because so many times as black women, we're up in black men. Like, black kings, we need y'all. Y'all are our leaders. Y'all are our providers. We love y'all in the home. Then you see some of them turn around and be like, yeah, bro, we don't mess with y'all. We don't back it with the good hair. Like,
fuck you, black bitches. It's never like, you be like, damn, like, I gotta be a black bitch? Like, damn, like, can't be a regular.
All right. Cool. Like, it's really difficult to hear that, you know? And then you think about, even as us having black sons, and then, me having a black daughter, and knowing this is like the lifestyle and the trendy thing to talk about and kind of be, it's like, all right, you can only do as much as you can within your own household to try to help control that positive narrative of, like, all right, my black kings in the making are not going to speak that way. My black queen in the making is not going to feel that way, Period. One thing about them, they don't play about their sisters, and I don't want her playing about her brothers, and vice versa, So I don't like that.
Period.
I don't play like that.
I got an issue with my biggest issue is that, like you said, like, everybody has preferences. I have preference. Everybody know my preference. I have a preference.
He got a type.
I love strong, educated black men, and that's just what it is. And does that mean that in my life I will never date anybody that's not a black man? I'm hoping not. I'm hoping the person that I'm with is the person that I'm gonna be with. But who knows? Like, that's just never something I ever wanted. I never saw myself not having black kids. I never saw myself with someone who didn't understand black culture. I don't want to have to. Yep. It's just certain things I just don't want to do. And even with the black man that I'm with now, I've had to explain black hair. I've had to explain, like, black women microaggressions. We've had to have conversations about it, but he understood it more because he was like, oh, damn, I didn't realize y'all were going through that too. Or I didn't realize this was going on. I didn't realize my words.
This is a black thing, not just a black male thing, right? This is a black thing, yeah.
But if I have to explain that to a white man, he may not quite understand it, or he may understand it, but he'll never get it. You know what I mean? Like, You ain't going through what I'm going through.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, like you said, it's very disheartening to hear black men say things like, "Oh, I don't date black women because they too difficult. I don't date black women because they don't submit. I don't date black women because they ghetto." Like, bro, shut your ass up. Like,
Right.
that's actually inaccurate. I have, out of all of my friends, I feel like I'm the last one to get married. I'm the last single one.
Come on,
I'm coming. It's coming. I'm gonna claim it. I'm gonna manifest that shit. Hey, I'm manifesting my shit right here. But with that being said, all of my friends, I've never seen them demasculate their man ever, and they've been married for years or been together for years. So I would be so confused if I walked in and she was like, "Shut your dumb black man ass." I'd be like, "What's happening here? Like, what's going on?" Like,
who you talking
and
to?
I mean, and I've been there for arguments. I've been there for some disagreements where I'm like, I'm going here to exit stage love because this sounds like a situation between y'all. And I've never seen any of my black women friends down their black man. I've never seen any of them not submit to their black man. And then I also think that a lot of black men don't understand what comes with submission. I feel like they like to talk about that, but they don't like to talk about it.
Right, you think, and that's another thing, but I want to talk about that a little bit.
We're gonna touch on it. Go ahead and touch on it.
I'm still beside it.
I'm still beside you.
So I always think this is a very interesting topic when it comes to being submissive and, submitting to your partner, whatever it may be. Like, the reality of it is, it always boils down to, like, to me at least, you can't expect someone to submit if you're not properly leading, or even showing me in advance of that you can properly lead. I'm not going to just be like, go ahead and do what you're going to do. When you haven't tiptoed and show me little situations and dynamics, they'll be like, all right, that's my man. And I'm going to stay beside him. Okay, I see what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, in any dynamic. And it's not even just like from a romantic relationship, right? You think about even friendship. You talk about our friendship, right? Like, as we grew and developed, became closer and friends, like, certain things would be like, all right, I see Quavia, like, she always there, always at the events, just a supportive, just good person, good friend, right? But I didn't know that when I first met you.
Yeah.
Who is this? I'll holler in the college hallways. Who is this?
I'm loud.
And I was say beside her. Okay.
Trying to learn how to walk in the fashion show.
Right. Walk.
Damn.
Walk.
Ruby was like, "Friend, take your time. Take your time. Just take your time. Don't
throwing
run
them hips,
down,
though.
right?"
She's throwing them hips. She's walking heels, though. I'm going to give her that. She got it. Let me see what she about.
But you're absolutely right.
You know what I mean? Any type of relationship, there has to be a trust factor that's built into it to allow you to, like, submit or whatever. That submission can come in different ways.
Yeah.
From a friendship, that submission could just be more trusting in, like, your decisions, your guidance, or whatever it may be. Like, all right, if I talk to her about a situation, she gives me specific feedback. Like, I trust that is a genuine, feedback that she's given, or genuine perspective that she's bringing to the table. Same thing with men. Like, more importantly, like, because y'all want us to submit our bodies, our lives, our trust,
everything.
What y'all doing?
Everything. I tell people
my man
all the time.
He doing it right.
Period. Shout out. I ain't gonna say his real name. Shout out to Coach B.
Yeah,
make sure y'all check out Culture and Cocktails too, because that's his shit.
Talk to him.
Period.
Black health, mental wealth, all that.
Talk about it. We gonna plug him at the end too. But I do, just to touch on submission just a little bit before we're gonna break. I do want to say this too. Everybody know this too. They be like, Cubana don't be going to no damn church. I don't go to church, but I'm actually very spiritual and I won't say I'm very religious, but I went to Catholic school. I went to Baptist school, Christian school. My mama made sure I knew God. I know God and I know the Bible. And I don't like that people talk about the submission portion of the Bible verse and don't talk about the rest of it. Because it also states that if she's loved correctly, she will naturally submit. And that's where y'all forget that part. Yeah, and so when people be like, do you know the love language? You know this, that, and the other? Because when you speak in her love language and you doing everything that makes her feel comfortable, she'll naturally submit. A real man ain't never... That part, a real man ain't never had to ask no woman to submit. She does it because that's the man. Like, that's where she feels comfortable. So I'm gonna leave that.
And she dropped the mic on that. What if drop the mic out of here?
Period. So we're gonna go a quick break. During this break, you guys are going to get the Black History Fact of the week from Mr. Ernest Crum. Make sure y'all check him out on TikTok or on IG. He is Mr. Ernest Crum. dropping the G's of Black History, which I fucking love. He is my homie, so make sure y'all check him out. And then also y'all finna get the Black Business of the Week. So check them out, and we'll be right back.
Yo, Polly was out here stabbing slave catchers with butcher knives and throwing hot boiling water on them to free us. If that ain't a G, I don't know what is. But let me explain. We don't know much about Polly's early life, but we do know that she was enslaved and she escaped to a place called Africa, Ohio. That place is now called Ripley, Ohio, and it's literally a stone's throw away from Kentucky, which is slave territory. Because of that, Polly saw a lot of stuff she ain't really like. For example, after the passage of the Fugitive Slave Act, white folks were incentivized to catch any black person and sell them into slavery. And because she was on this border, she saw a lot of white folks acting like they were Underground Railroad conductors when they were actually slave catchers or overseers. She knew they wanted younger black folks, so she dressed up like an older woman and went to town with clothing that was large enough to conceal her weapons. So whenever she saw a slave catcher in action, she pulled out that thing, that knife and that boiling water. And afterwards, when she freed us, she let us stay on her land.
Woo, child. Y'all know what time it is. It's definitely time for that business of the week.
This week's business of the week is Everlasting Memories in Motion. They are a 360 spin booth company looking to capture all your memorable moments, servicing the south suburbs of the Chicagoland area. Listen, they have a package for every event and that fits every budget. Check out Everlasting Memories in Motion on IG. What's up, y'all, and welcome back from the break. I hope y'all enjoyed the Black History Fact from Mr. Ernest Crumb. Make sure y'all follow him and make sure y'all support the Black Business of the Week. If that means ordering something, following them on Instagram, sharing their stuff, make sure you do something. And that's a Black-owned business at that. Look, I'm back with my homegirl, Ruby. Make sure y'all check her out at 2BRuby on all her social media platforms, baby, because she's there and she dope.
Come check me out.
Yeah.
Pull up on me.
Pull up on me. Brandon, what you got on?
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
It's that baby. So we've been talking about the whole, Black women being degraded the last few years via social media and how they feel like, we just ain't the shit no more, even though every other culture copies us.
These OGs, the originators, often imitated, never duplicated.
Period. They copy us. I actually saw a TikTok, and I hope I don't get beat up for this, but I mean, I got hands, they ready to eat.
Everybody.
I actually saw a TikTok recently that said that it asked the question, hey, non-Black gays, if Black women stop Black women, then who are you going to mock? And I was done. I was like, well, goddamn. The nigga was too stunned to speak. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what is happening?
I was like,
God damn.
Got somebody with that one.
Shit, somebody's feelings gonna be hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, both Ruby and I actually started. So people who don't know this, I actually did not want to be an influencer. I did not want to be an influencer.
I don't even understand why not.
I did not want to do that. I was like, no, friend, I'm gonna go ahead and use my page. I'm gonna share, celebrity stories, and I'm gonna work on my podcast. And this. She was like, "My friend, you can get a little coin if you realize it." I was like, "I don't want to do it. I don't want to be an entrepreneur. I don't want to be an entrepreneur. Leave me alone." No. And it was like, she just kept going. Ruby was like, I'm just saying, like,
you would be so good at this. Just try it.
Just try it. She got the personality. Look, I got all this free shit. I was like, wait a minute. What you talking about?
Hold on. What's this?
Free. Hold on. So Ruby is the reason that if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see not only do I promote my podcast, which I absolutely love, which is the reason behind most of my social media, but I also share different hairstyles, different makeup stuff, different products that I get sent.
Maybe a creator, a full-blown creator in all aspects of life. Okay, not just this podcast stuff. Let's
hear me talk that.
It's a versatility for me, Black women.
Come on, Black women. And then on top of that, we both have jobs. We both have 9 to 5.
9 to 5 grinds
that we work, and then we come and we still find time to parent, to be spouses and significant others, and to create. because that's what Black women do.
That's what we do. We're going to do it all, and we're going to do it with a smile on our face. Sometimes be mad.
But y'all will never know. How would they know? They wouldn't.
How would they know? They'll never know.
No. But with that being said, with the comment that was made, I recently found out, and I'm sure Ruby probably knows this, but I recently found out that the highest paid content creators are white men. Not women, not Black women, not anything. It's white men. And so I started reviewing some of their content.
Professional careers. But
yeah. They're able to quit their jobs and be content creators. And they are the highest paid in the beauty industry. And I'm solely talking about the beauty industry, not, other niches, not podcasts, not anything else. I'm only solely talking about the beauty industry. In the beauty industry, white men are the highest paid category. Like, they're the highest paid category. So I went back, after I saw that podcast.
From my research,
I went and I watched some content from some of the higher paid white content creators. And I noticed that with the recent success of TikToks and Reels, a lot of them use Black content creator sounds.
Yeah.
They go viral using our sounds. And so I was like, well, how do other Black content?
Hold on, wait a goddamn minute.
Wait. I'm like, well, goddamn. Because we work hard to create that content, and then for what? Just to them to make the money off of it? We don't get our money off of it? So with you being a vet in this game, how do you feel? How do you feel as a Black woman content creator who's damn good at it, might I add?
Thank you.
When you're snubbed sometimes for, our white male counterparts?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely difficult because you talk about, just speaking about TikToks and Reels specifically, when it comes to sound, when it comes to a drink,
I'm have it.
Period. Got some context on that little jokey joke. Actually, we have a reel that is still going up. It's like over 190,000 views right now.
That's insane.
Check out our page, To Be Ruby or Cubana Kiss. You'll see it on there. That reel is that audio that we just joked about. But when it comes to, creating those sounds, though, at times it's crazy because you don't know who the original creator is.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, because people obviously can remix your reel or repurpose that sound and create their own little special touch to it, right? So then if there's white male creators who are going viral and being able to grow their platforms and those pages of their own platforms, but based off that virality of a sound that is not even theirs, it's like, damn, the original sound itself may only have a much lower threshold, right? Say it may have 200,000 views or something like that, if we even want to reference ours, but then theirs may be millions of views, truly viral. You know what I mean? Where it's like 9 times out of 10, you've seen this video,
right?
Or heard this audio. It's difficult because it's like you put a lot of time and art into your craft, and as creators, we know everything is not sponsored, right? So a lot of stuff you're doing, just because one, you like to create it, something that you enjoy, so you do it for fun. But two, because it is, you like to create and you enjoy, you're doing this for fun, there's a lot of time and effort and energy to take you from other things that you may want to put more passion into, like your kids, your spouse, whatever it may be. And then you do all this work and effort on something that may not have even been paid, that you did organically. That's for somebody else to benefit off of. You like, dang.
It drives me insane.
It's crazy.
And not in the beauty industry, like you said, content creators in general, like, we've seen kids, literal kids, make up dances and not get any credit for the dance.
Credit.
They made it up. Like, the dance is theirs.
That's their dance.
For people who don't know, in my real life, I actually review important shit. It's intellectual property, and if these kids have the right people behind them, smart bitch,
big dog, don't play with her. Big dog status. I'm pulling up on you.
It's intellectual property, and if they had the right people behind them, they would know that they could sue people for not giving them the credit or not asking to use their intellectual property. And a lot of times as Black creators, we don't know that.
You don't know. You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. That comes with, there's barriers of entry in terms of learning even how that works from a marketing perspective. But then you think about, like, I remember, I think it was the Savage Dance was made by a young lady.
Yeah.
I think she was like either 18, 19. I may be wrong on the age. But it wasn't for like months, maybe even a year before she was able to like get that intellectual property for it to be like, y'all can't use this dance in videos, Fortnite, games, whatever, unless you check in my bag.
And check it.
And
she did.
Chunk it, And
then I respected the artists behind it, like people who like Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. They try to find the originators. They try to give them their credit for it because they understand, they're creators. They understand how it is to have something stolen from you, or you just not even get the credit for it.
Especially on such a major platform, right? I mean, the Savage Dance, I remember that thing was classy, bougie, ratchet.
Let me tell you something.
Everybody was doing, even the males were doing it.
My son was doing the dance. My son thought that part with the leg was the most hilarious thing ever, and he would just random be like, "Mommy." I'm like, I'm like, would you stop doing that? Like, what is
Put your hands down.
I
said you want dinner now. You want to let it stop now? Goddamn.
If you do it one more time, I'm taking all your
goddamn spaghetti.
Ain't no goddamn TikTok because I'm trying to talk to you in your TikTok.
You talking ticky.
Ticky on TikTok.
Stay focused. But like that just speaks to it. Like how big that was. And that's just one dance, one song. Like I think about how many songs of that creators. You think about Shiggy. Remember when he made that Kiki? Do you love? He made that dance.
Damn.
You remember
he had people dancing. He had people crashing their cars, trying to get out the car to dance to the stupid ass song. I actually hated that dance.
No, not that. I think you're thinking about the Chris Brown one. I'm talking about Shiggy when he did. Was he at the car on that?
Do you mean Drake?
No.
Kiki, do you love me?
Yeah,
are you riding?
On that.
He got out the car. That's how people started doing it. So it went viral.
No, you combined the two. Because he was doing it like he had rarely did like in a living room or something. I don't remember. He was outside. I don't know. Either way it goes, goddamn.
God damn it. You think I'm going to play around with y'all? God damn it, I'm not.
Listen, we should listen for the people who are watching this. Whenever you hear a TikTok reference, you got to take a drink. You got to.
At this point, don't even worry about it.
Don't even worry about it. The counter is on, and I think we have probably 22.
Take 22 sips. 22 shots.
Sips. You want to take a
shot?
But
I'm going to say this much.
You may not make it through it, but take a sip for 22.
Take a sip. I can't do the shots. I'm going to tell you right now.
It's not for 22,
it's not going to work.
I'm over 22. I can't do that. Okay. But yes, that just speaks to how popular things can be based off of these dances and these sounds. Because not everything is a dance, right? Some things are just audio that become popular and someone else becomes viral. So it's also very much connected to not just the culture of content creators, but you think about corporate America, who's the highest paid individual, white male. It's not that different.
Which is so funny because Black women as a whole are leading Black entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship in general, we are leading entrepreneurship. We are opening up businesses at a rate higher than any other culture. We are getting educated at a rate higher than any other culture.
Mm-hmm.
But you would never know that based off how the media portrays us and how we're portrayed on social media, or how we're downplayed for not having education, or the fact that Black women have actually started waiting to have their children, and a lot of Black women actually don't have kids in their 30s anymore. I mean, look at Janet Jackson and Naomi Campbell?
Yeah, she just dropped the baby out.
At 50. At 50.
Was she carried that baby, or did she have a baby?
Oh, she said that's her baby, and then she said what she said, and that was it.
Let's back on that. She said she may carry it, she may not. That ain't our business.
And I'm
gonna my little drink that I drank already. But still, she gotta take care of that goddamn baby. Carry it or not, she gotta take care of that goddamn baby. She gotta take
care of that baby. And so, like, as Black women are becoming just like more successful, just taking over, I feel like it's even more hate towards us. Like, when we wasn't doing nothing, it was hate. Now we doing too much, it's hate. Like, they just don't like
it. Down.
Baby, I'm gonna tell you, if I ain't gonna do nothing else, I'm gonna do too much.
Hello,
I'm too
because that
little.
would be the
I'm
minimum.
gonna do too much.
What you doing over the top as always? What you
Always.
gonna do?
Always gonna do
that.
that.
Ain't me.
'Cause what do
I
you
was gonna do it
mean?
anyway because that's just how I am.
Period.
That's just how
I don't even understand.
And
So,
it
I
do
don't
be
know.
like that all the time, like in all different facets and walks of life. Like you can't really have nothing. What's that audio? It doesn't matter. Being a black person, you're never alone because it's always somebody person not in your business.
Mm-hmm.
Like
always somebody watching.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
But
always.
at the end of the day,
Go
go ahead. Your turn. No, you go. No, you go. You
This is our life.
Hang up. No, you hang up.
This is our real life. I want y'all to know.
It's your turn.
Go
I
ahead.
want to hear what you're saying. I really want to hear.
Yeah, I want to hear your point. I'm going to talk about it.
Now I don't even remember what I was going to say because I started laughing. Squirrel. Baby that had 22 kids. Now I can't remember nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is hilarious.
But it was going to be good. When it come back, I'm just going to ram the stairs.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you, and we're going to jump into it, period. The other thing I want to say too is this, like in corporate, being a black woman in corporate, there's been plenty of times where I've always felt like I've had to censor who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, am I rolling my neck? Am I talking with I talk with my hands in general, just because like I said, I got a degree in radio broadcasting. I'm a storyteller. I'm gonna give you the whole background,
and then boom,
the clouds, and then I'm gonna hit you with the climax, and then we're gonna go back down and we're gonna conclude it up. Whole time. Mind you.
Like,
it is what it is. I hate that not in my recent job. My recent job, I don't feel like I have to censor myself at all. I actually feel like I can be unapologetically me, who I am. They respect me. I don't have an issue. I don't feel like I'm being talked over or anything like that. Whereas in my other job, however, there were plenty of times I was like, I mean, well, what's with the I had a boss ask me what was up with the attitude once. I was slightly confused.
I'm having a good day.
I was like, what attitude? Like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I can disagree without having an attitude. I disagree with the method that we're getting ready to use. And now you're saying I have an attitude. I don't have an attitude.
Make it make sense. Like, you just mad because I'm not speaking like how you're speaking. I'm not going to curtail how I speak to speak to you. No.
Yeah, I think I told you the story about that. Y'all, was this one time that I just decided I wasn't code switching no more at work. In the middle of the meeting, I decided I was not going to code switch anymore. And they had made a comment about something they wanted to change, some policy, whatever. I don't fucking know. And I was like, oh, y'all can't just change the policy like that. Y'all going to have to do X, Y, Z. And my boss was like, who is that speaking? And I was like, oh, it's me. Insert government name here.
Right.
And she was like, oh, you sounded different. And I literally said in the meeting, I decided not to code switch to make y'all comfortable anymore.
Ooh. And I said what I said.
And she was my black boss. And she laughed so hard, but I was serious. I didn't find it funny.
I mean, who else the joke?
Ruby knows me. When I don't find something funny, I make it very clear that I don't find it funny. We went on our first vacation recently together. If I don't find some shit funny, I don't find it funny. And that's and I'm not gonna be like, oh, haha, I'm not doing a fake laugh. I will let you know I don't find it funny, and I'm not sure why we laughing. And that's just the end of it.
Who said this was a joke? Because it's not funny to me.
Not funny at all. Ruby was like, oh, you real life crazy. I am. It's fine. We'll be okay. And so that's just really how that goes for me. And so you work in a situation where you're very client facing and you have to talk to a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Has there been a time where you be like, oh, y'all not gonna check me in my blackness?
You know, I can't say that I can recall a specific situation that happened.
That's good.
I'll definitely say, like, for me, I definitely agree with the sentiment of, like, I am who I am. Mm-hmm. And take me as I am. Like, I'm a laugh, I'm a joke, I'm a have fun. I'm not gonna be this cookie cutter person. Exactly, because that's just not my personality. Mm-hmm. You know who I am, and as y'all who are listening for the first time, y'all can hear what kind of person I am. This is how I am all day. I wake up like this at 6 a.m. lit. Off of water, okay? And
off of exercise. That's
off
it.
Of that. You know, we be doing the workouts, y'all. We're trying to get summertime fun, baby. I'm trying to have about at least a 1.5 pack.
Period.
Even if you just gotta touch it to feel it, I want to know it's there.
It's there.
It's there. It's there. That's all I need. 1.5, baby, and I'm outside. I'm in a swimsuit at the grocery store. Do you hear me? Okay. But like, now that I think about I can't recall a specific situation where I was like, I did have a manager one time that I play this card all the time. Like when they try to relate to you on something that they think is black or try to get you to. So it was a manager I had that was like, yeah, you know, and I heard about like Netflix and chill. Like, what is that? And me, I'm like, I don't know. No. What is that?
My ignorant ass. I'm here, right. Ho.
I don't know what to tell you, sweetheart. You let me know when you find out though.
So you in my business? Like, don't do that. Don't do that.
What makes you assume that I know what that is? I could give you the whole definition. I was like, I don't know. I've never heard of that.
It'd be
crazy. Let me know when you find out.
Yeah, it was the Trump becoming president for me. I was in the elevator minding my fucking business.
My black owned business.
And white woman got on the elevator and was like, I mean, oh my God, I just can't believe that Trump is president. I just looked at her. Ma'am, you never talk to me. You see me every day and you never talk to me. Don't think I can relate to you because I really wanted to say, according to the polls, white women the reason that he's president.
But don't act like you probably voted for him. Don't act like that.
I don't want to go there. And that'd be my issue. Like, and I tell people all the time, I'm so silly. I'm so goofy. I joke around all the time. But I'm a complete nerd. I am a complete nerd. I know stuff I shouldn't probably know or most people don't know. And I'm just having these random facts. Like, if anybody ever want to go to trivia night, I might be your girl. Because it's just like random ass
how many
shit.
Pounds in the earth? About 22,000 pounds. Okay. What Quavia? What Cubana said? 22,000 million pounds.
Y'all, I'm telling y'all. It's just like I loathe having to feel like I have to tame, and by tame I really just mean kind of like make other people feel comfortable with my black hair in corporate America. I feel like just being a black woman in corporate America, there's so much like censorship and policing of just like how you dress.
Like how my hair grows out of my hair. Like
that part, but also like, listen here, y'all. I can't help this ass I got from my mama. It's gonna sit up high, and I can't help that my pants hug my curves that I just recently got. I can't help.
It's my side.
That ass sit up. Like I'm not wearing no big ass clothes. But if me and Becky got on the same outfit, what you're not gonna do is tell me that I gotta change my clothes, but Becky can walk around in her mini skirt.
Right?
You're not gonna do that. So it'd be stuff like that. I just, let black women.
Let them be who we are, and we don't need no help. We don't need no commentary. Like, listen, there's certain things that's just gonna be different about us. Either you take it or leave it, but don't say nothing to me in the meantime.
Period. Actually, don't say nothing to me at all. But y'all know that already.
Because don't talk to me.
I'm crazy. It's fine. I was just talking to somebody about it. He's like, why you don't go to church? And I was like, because I don't like that part when the pastor be like, turn to your neighbor, talk to your neighbor, touch your neighbor. Don't touch me and don't talk to me. Actually, I heard him. I don't need you to even tell me what he said. I can hear.
He's on the microphone. I can hear him.
I'm sitting in the front. I don't need you to tell me nothing. He just told me. I'm actually kind of crazy, y'all, in real life. I'm sorry to know.
Yeah, she don't just play this on TV, y'all. This is not a personality. This is a lifestyle, and I'm respectful of it. I enjoy every moment. I my friend. She's talking about. I ain't got nothing to talk about. Let me call her real quick because
I don't see what she's doing. I don't have nothing to say to Ruby, but I'm gonna call her. What you doing?
Right.
Let me tell you about what happened today. Nothing happened today. But I'm about to tell you what happened today, even though it was absolutely nothing. It was so fun to have you on the show and talking about just our Black culture. As y'all know, this is not just for Black History Month. The Black History Facts is for Black History Month, but y'all know my show is definitely surrounded around Black brands, Black women, small-owned businesses. And so make sure y'all are blackity black.
Because I'm black, y'all. I'm not black, y'all.
The fact that we went to 2 different Black songs, I love it. It's just what it is. It's everything. So before we get out of here, Ms. Ruby, make sure you plug yourself, how do people can find you and what you do.
Yes, so I am once again Ruby of @2BRuby. I am a natural hair beauty and lifestyle blogger and content creator. So come check me out. You can get a little bit about family fun, about how to clean your lashes, how to style your hair, whatever your heart desires. You can come check it out on my page. And also cannot leave my husband out, Mr. Coach B. He also has a podcast that is dedicated to Black mental health and growth. So definitely check that out. It's Culture and Cocktails on YouTube as well as on all the dang on, I don't know the life that well, all the streaming platforms. Go check him out as well. Look, I don't have his spiel that tag, but I'm gonna get it.
We gonna get it. Make sure y'all check.
Yeah, Cubana was on that podcast as well. So you can
make sure y'all check out the very first episode. I was
the OG to it. Yeah.
Fuck me.
Right.
Make sure y'all check it out. I actually spoke a lot about some more personal stuff that I probably wouldn't talk about on this podcast, but y'all should check it out on that side. Between Brandon and Shari, they are doing a great job at bringing awareness to Black mental health and letting you know it's okay to go to therapy. You can pray and go to therapy, and that's what they talk about.
Right, at the same time. So it's definitely a good perspective, like you said, from an individual. Shari's actually a doctor as well, so she brings a medical background as well as her own personal mental health journey. So we love it here.
We love it here. When I be telling y'all my friends dope, my friends dope. I'm gonna get a shirt that say my friends dope. Actually, Coco, if you listening, I need a shirt that say my friends dope. That's it.
Coco, it's handled.
I'm gonna get a shirt in the mail. Coco will be like, I heard your podcast, and I sent you a shirt.
I just want to let you know I just created this for you. I know this is your side. Thank you, Coco.
That's it. Well, y'all, if you haven't already, if you didn't listen to the last episode or you just listened to this one, we have a new website, CubanaKiss.com. Check it out. You can check out all of the other co-hosts that are not here today, but you can check out all the co-hosts and their About Them sections. You can also check out my About Me section at CubanaKiss.com. You can check out all of the old podcast episodes and this one, as well as the YouTube series, because I'm on there too, a little razzle dazzle,
baby.
Period. Now you already know, baby. I'm at Cubana Kiss on everything: Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok.
Your mama
kind of funny. Yeah, I'm at your mama house. On you niggas. Put some respect on my name. So make sure you check me out. But until then, y'all, make sure you check out my girl Tubi Ruby, and you check out her husband's podcast as well, Culture and Cocktails. But until then, y'all, TTYL. Mwah.
Bye.